Alright, and we are live here on YouTube. A little late, but we are here for the NASCAR NASCAR Cup Series championship finale. As we are here and getting ready for this one. Again, I am getting everything still set up. Just got home from work because it is the early afternoon. But we are here and ready for this one. I want to make sure I get the TV up and going because I don't want to miss if the race is starting at 3. I know usually it isn't, but here we go. All right, there we go. Oh, man. All right, we are here and we're ready for the NASCAR Cup Series season finale. Again, sorry, got really into the habit of saying Xfinity Series from last night's stream, but we are here for the Cup Series race today. And yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully we are all here for a nice, good race. Should be a nice one. We got ourselves as our second championship race of the weekend that we're streaming. Third one that we've gotten that there has been. Again, missed the Truck Series race, but we are here and ready. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. And of course, they're going to be talking a lot about the last 2 years where Penske has been able to go back to back. And Penske attempting that three-peat is going to be a big deal. Alright, just getting my phone all set up and ready, but we are here and ready. We got the leaderboard up. Come on in, everybody, and hopefully we're good to go. Alright, there we go. Also got the banner updated with all the new members that we got from yesterday when my dad went and did give out some gifted subs. So there we go. All right, let's see. Also gonna take a quick peek at some of the NFL games as it is Sunday and there's a lot of NFL games going on. A lot more competition for attention compared to the Xfinity Series race last night, where there really wasn't any real competition for the attention of America. So we got Patriots Bears going on. That game's not very good. 49ers Buccaneers, that's an okay game. And we got wow, Broncos Chiefs is a lot closer than I thought it would be. And Broncos actually leading, which is really surprising. Bills over Colts right now. Commanders are thrashing the Steelers 24-14 there. Vikings and Jaguars are locked in a pretty close game there. You got Falcons trailing the Saints by 10 points, and those are the games that have started already. Chargers Titans will be starting at the top of the next hour, not at 3 but at 4. Then we got Jets Cardinals and Cowboys Eagles still for 4:30 games. So full afternoon of football, and again we are here for the NASCAR Cup Series championship race. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. All right, there we go. All right, welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We got 8 people hanging out in chat already. Thank you guys for everybody that has shown up. Again, right now the drivers are nowhere near their cars, so we are still a little ways away from going green flag, so we're not going to miss the start here by any stretch. Alright, let's just chill out and see. Let's go ahead and see what Twitter's up to. Lionel already. Oh wow, Lionel already advertising 20 for Cup Series champion, William Byron merge. That's pretty on the nose. I guess we'll have to wait and see if that ends up happening there. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Champion William Byron, or Ryan Blaney over William Byron. Okay. Just kind of looking down through some people who have gone ahead and put their picks in here. And then not a whole lot of other racing stuff. Oh, yep. Potentially the final race here for FedEx. FedEx's last race on the hood of the number 11 car, it sounds like. And yeah, definitely a weird one to see FedEx going away after all this time. There we go. And again, we're just chilling out. Hey, Spider, how's it going? And yeah, we had 90 people in here. We had a lot of people in here yesterday. We actually broke 100 for a little while, but yeah, definitely seems like today we've kind of come back down to earth a little bit. Anyway, we're still waiting before the Xfinity Series finale goes off here, but yeah. My guess is that, with all the NFL games going on and whatnot, it definitely took some of the attention. As it's definitely taking some of the attention off of it, but yep. Not to mention, just earlier afternoon, a lot of people who work the 9 to 5 still on Sundays and whatnot. I know a lot of my coworkers who are still over at work who work who work later shifts, and there we go. Yep, there goes William Byron out on the championship stage again. According to Lionel, they're already promoting a William Byron championship diecast, so we'll have to wait and see if that 24 is just as unstoppable as the advertising seems to suggest. Alright, let's see. I'm also going to go ahead and pull up practice times, because that's going to be a thing I'm going to want here while we're getting ready for the Cup Series. I'm still surprised when MTJ's on the pole position. It definitely seems like the kind of thing that would be scripted. If you were someone who was looking for something to be scripted into the script of sports, even though sports aren't scripted, I'm pretty confident on that one. Is a Martin Truex Jr. being on pole for his final NASCAR Cup Series race, or at least final full-time Cup Series season. Definitely that would be a storyline that you'd want. Alright. Let's see. Who were the drivers who really struggled in practice? So Jeb Burton never really got a good lap in. But most everybody else at least got a good lap in. I mean, even Jimmy Johnson was within 1 second of the leaders on a lap time, which isn't good. But, yeah, it's better than some of the others. Kyle Busch was 23rd in practice. Come on, man. I want to see Kyle win a race this year, but we're down to one opportunity, and really, it isn't even much of an opportunity here at this race, because there's not a lot of stuff going on here. Nope. But yeah, definitely gonna keep up the work. But yeah, we are just getting ready for this one again. Still a little bit of time before the start of the race. Michael Jordan giving some words of encouragement to some of the members of the 45 team as they get ready to go to the racetrack and try and go for a NASCAR Cup Series championship on the back of their preliminary injunction on Friday being denied. With their preliminary injunction getting denied, that means that they will not be able to race as chartered entries next year. Assuming throughout the duration of the court case, if let's say the court case extends into the NASCAR season next year, they will not be able to act as chartered cars for that. Now, it is possible that NASCAR and the teams settle this out of court uh, before they get to Daytona, just to try and get everything settled. But again, I don't know what kind of settlement we would be looking at there, because I don't really know what the teams are specifically looking for and what the NASCAR as an organization would allow. Because at this point, I mean, they've gotten away with, at the very least, if they are allowed to sign back into the charter system, at this point, I think that would be I think NASCAR would look weak if they let them right back in the same case as everybody else who was pressured into signing the agreement back in October. But I also don't know what NASCAR's kind of. I mean, don't know what NASCAR is hoping to gain, because keeping Michael Jordan out of the sport, as much as I don't think that Michael Jordan is a essential component to making the sport go, you can't deny the impact that Michael Jordan makes on any and every sport organization that he is a part of. Yeah, I mean, it is undeniable that he is a major sports icon for every single person in the U.S. when it comes to general sports heroes. I mean, even just talking about greatest athletes of all time, I mean, Jordan's right there on the list, same up there with guys like Tiger Woods and some of the other just classic athletes that you hear about that you might not even directly know them or have watched them play their specific sport, but you know them for being great. Kind of similar to in the racing world, we've got Mario Andretti, who, again, you may not have actually watched Mario Andretti run a single race, but just hearing the name, you know he was excellent. Same thing with Jeff Gordon from the NASCAR sphere. So I think having Michael Jordan around the garage is a big plus for NASCAR, but it's one of those things where I don't know what the goal is, so I can't say where I think, can't make a real prediction as to where I expect this to end up. But, yeah, they're coming back from commercial break, getting ready to talk about Tyler Reddick. As, we were getting ready for this one. We also had I also went and put up a immaculate grid for the week, or for the day. But one thing I wanted to mention, though, is that those, the immaculate grids that I've been making, there's a good chance that they will be dropping down to, there's a good chance that they will be dropping down to weekly when the NASCAR offseason hits, just because I don't want to be, I'm anticipating a bit of a dip in the NASCAR thing. So again, it'll only be for a few weeks during the off season, because the off season is only like 90 days long. But figured I'd let you guys know that. And if you guys want to see them keep being daily, go ahead and make sure you guys fill them out, and let me know how much you guys are enjoying them. Because if you guys are filling them out and enjoying them each day, I'll make sure I keep them up. But there we go. Actually, let's see if anyone solved today's immaculate grid, either the regular or hard mode one so far. Let's see, over on Twitter, nope. So, the immaculate grid of for the day, we got Chip Ganassi, car number 12, and international driver across the top, and then Spire Motorsports, Daytona 500 winner, and RFK. Should be a fairly easy grid. And then the hard mode, you've got, I've got a couple of specific requirements written in to try and basically limit the driver choices that it could be. So there we go. Oh no. Hey! Tyler Reddick's holding on to a drawing of P2. Not sure. I'm assuming that's one of his kids' drawings, maybe. I'm not sure, but that's really cool to see. Alright, and we're just chilling out here. We got. I'll go ahead and open up Photoshop so I can go ahead and work on the thumbnail, because I will be streaming a football game later tonight as well. Detroit Lions versus Houston Texans should be going on just after the NASCAR Cup Series race, so I will be doing a second stream later tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Alright, but yeah, we're just chilling out. Alright, there we go. Boom. Alright, looking for. I also gotta know who the home team is gonna be so I can get the leaderboard graphics and stuff. This is stuff I should have done earlier, but I just was busy with the NASCAR stream. But let's see, it is in Texas, so it's Houston's the home team. Yeah, of course, Detroit. Let's see. And there's Houston. Oh. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here waiting for the start of the race. Should be getting ready to go here soon. Again, right now they're just going through their championship picks. I guess I should let you guys know my pick for the championship is going to be Tyler Reddick. I think Tyler Reddick gets it done. I think it would be the funniest outcome in terms of the fact that 2311 would win the championship and then be going to court with NASCAR the earlier in the week. But I also think it's very plausible just based off of how good Tyler Reddick has done throughout this year. Yeah, but yeah, would love to see your guys' championship picks. Obviously, we got the poll that you guys can go ahead and let us know your thoughts on the championship. Looks like it's a mix between Blaney and Reddick on the poll. With a little bit of Joey Logano, no votes for William Byron, which is a little surprising, but I guess we just didn't hit the Hendrick fan base yet. Or if we did, maybe just the Hendrick fans aren't Byron fans, which is possible, but would be a little strange considering how usually go anybody who's Hendrick they usually are. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. That is all done, and we are ready to go. And it should be going green for the race here in not too long. But yeah, we're just chilling out here. Again, your championship 4 It's a nice simple one here in the Cup Series, unlike the Xfinity Series last night, where we had a slight difference in terms of who was going for the Owners Championship versus Drivers Championship. All four drivers, all four teams this week are all the same, I believe. I don't think there's a single difference in terms of drivers and owners. Let me just double check that to make sure. But I don't believe there's a single difference in terms of a driver owner champion. All right, let's see. NASCAR app also gives me a chance to go ahead and collect my NASCAR fan reward points, which is always fun. Go ahead and gather those. The NASCAR. Oh, then they updated the look of the app. Okay. All right, there we go. And again, let's see. NASCAR points standings. Let's see, owners points. Yep, so it's the same four drivers in the drivers and owners championship. The only slight difference would have been if, say, if maybe Kyle Larson had won the owners regular season championship and had gotten some bonus points from that or something. But again, ultimately that was not the case. And yeah, we're here. Let's say we're here ready for this one. Exporting the leaderboard. All right. So the drivers are in fire suits and down by the cars. Still don't have their helmets on. So again, we're still a ways away from the start of this race. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So yeah, we're just chilling out. I was just getting some stuff done for the stream later tonight. And ooh, Blaney's starting to take a little bit of a lead in the votes. All right, there we go. Ryan Blaney going to be the leading vote getter, it looks like. And they are doing the inaugural. They're going to go ahead and do the pre-race prayer, and yeah, we were going to be getting into pre-race ceremonies. So again, we're just waiting this one out. would love to hear who you guys have for the championship pick and maybe why. Who do you think and why do you guys think your guy that you have picked is going to win it? And do you think they're going to win the race too, or do you think it's going to be a split like last year where, for example, for example, the Ross Chastain won the race, but Ryan Blaney and I believe second place got the championship done. There we go. Let's see. Looks like over the daily downforce, they got the it looks like they definitely have a favorite driver there. Blaney seems to be the favorite amongst the daily downforce people. All right. All right, there we go. And gonna go ahead and export that. And then we will be ready to fully focus on the race when we get back from that commercial break that they're at. All right, there we go. Save and closed out of that. And I'm going to go use the bathroom and we will be right back, guys. are back here. We got, oh, hey, we got people actually hanging out. How's it going? Hey, Bacon the Goat, how's it going? We're just getting back. I was at the bathroom, but we're back and ready for the start of this NASCAR Cup Series race. Again, the championship finale on deck here today. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. And we are ready for this one. Let's see. Yeah, I just went and retweeted the post. Hopefully that'll get a little bit more engagement going. But so I still don't know what happened last night to cause the absolute ballooning in the attention that we got. But here we go. Yeah, it looks like Blaney the favorite, and I'm really surprised. We're 11 votes in, and Byron's still... Nobody's thinking Byron's got this one. Alright, well, hey, good thing you didn't get the virus. But, yeah, they're coming back from commercial break, and again, we should be seeing the, I believe, engines getting fired should be happening right now. And then once the engines are fired, the cars will be rolling out onto the track for the start of the race. We got everything ready. I'm going to be streaming the Texans Lions game later tonight as well. So if you guys enjoy hearing me talk about things, that'll be another random topic that you guys go ahead and have me listen to me talk about later on. Yeah, Ace Academy tournament right after the green flag. Yep. I mean, hey, it's a pretty easy thing to just kind of mindlessly go ahead and do. Playing F1 the game while waiting for the green flag. Yep, a lot of good options for what to do while we're waiting for the green flag. During halftime for my NFL streams, I usually pop in the Nintendo Switch, and also when and if we get rain delays. But for whatever reason, and I'm not complaining, the last time we had a rain delay in NASCAR was literally like June or July. I think it was July at New Hampshire was the last one I can remember for rain delay. Maybe another one like immediately after that. But like I legitimately can't remember a rain delay between then and now. Like we've been really blessed when it comes to the managing to avoid the weather issues down the stretch. And again, clear skies today. There's no reason that should change at Phoenix in the middle of a desert. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and check because you can never be too sure. Alright, let's see. Yep, no rain in the forecast for Phoenix, so we should be in the clear for rain. Let's see. NBC goes all in for the championship race. They should get the Daytona 500. I wouldn't be opposed to an NBC getting the full schedule, honestly. I'd be curious to see what NBC could do with the full season. Not to mention, I think not having to have the expectation on the fans to be able to navigate not having to make the fans navigate from Fox to Amazon Prime to HBO Max or TNT and then over to NBC/USA Network is going to be a nightmare for NASCAR fans next year when it comes to the TV schedule. But I would love to see the full series end up all on one network. The problem is one network can't pay this. There's no way one network is going to pay the same amount that you could get if you add up, say, four different broadcasters and get them all paying in a somewhat smaller amount. Let's see. Joey got lucky to get into the championship 4. He was outside the top 10 standing before the playoffs. To an extent, yes, he definitely had some luck fall his way. I think the biggest sign of that, though, was the fact that he was ninth at the end of the Charlotte Roval race prior to Bowman's car being found to be too heavy in post-race tech, giving him the spots that he needed to get into this race. But I mean, Joey has been a late season bloomer for a decent chunk of his career, especially more recently. 28, if you look at specifically his championship years, 2018, 2022, both of those championships coming on the back of very few race wins and really kind of stacking up wins near the end of the season. I mean, 2018, I think he won a race at Talladega really early in the season. Then he won Martinsville and Homestead, and those were his only 3 race wins on the entire season in 2018. And then in 2022, he also won Vegas, the first race of the round of 8, and locked himself into the championship 4, and then was able to win the championship 4 the following week, or 2 weeks later. So, again, it definitely is something that I think Joey, at some point you imagine the luck will run out, but for right now, hey, if it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But again, I think he got really lucky with the Roval disqualification of Alex Bowman being the big thing that was different between this year and those other years that I mentioned. And there we go. They're doing the lap around the track with the trophy. Going to be getting ready to go. Meanwhile, all the drivers doing a pass through here on pit road to get their speedometers all set up and make sure that they're making proper pit road speed. And we will be getting ready to go racing. So let's go ahead and we'll go through some of the top starters here in the race. Starting off with, you've got Martin Truex Jr. on the pole position for what will be the final race of his final full-time final full-time season here. He's still he has not shut the door to potentially running more races, in particular maybe another Daytona 500 attempt, but likely his last start here at Phoenix. Martin Truex Jr. starts on the pole position. Joey Logano second. Definitely going to be one to watch throughout the night as he is one of the championship 4. Christopher Bell back in 7th after he feels like he got cheated out of the spot because of the race manipulation by the Chevys that the Chevys were penalized for after Martinsville. William Byron and Tyler Reddick, the other playoff drivers inside the top 10. Ryan Blaney starting back in 17th is going to have to make a charge through the field to try and find himself up inside the championship contention. But it doesn't mean that he can't make his way up through, because it is very possible to pass at this track. Denny Hamlin in his final start for with FedEx on the hood of the car will be starting the race in 14th place. Jimmy Johnson with one of his best starts of the year. He will be starting in the 23rd position. Hopefully he can maybe make a good day out of it, which we all know Jimmy has not had many of those when it comes to good days recently. And then you got guys like Kyle Busch starting in the 25th position. That's a former Cup Series champion right there. And Josh Berry starting near the back of the field, but no other real notable starters further back. So good thing is, it looks like most of the storylines qualified up inside the top 10. So there we go. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Oh, Michael Phelps is in the pace car. Okay, I didn't realize he was in the, I didn't realize that was Michael Phelps in the pace car. That's pretty cool. So he can learn the car. Yeah. Can teach the cars how to swim. That'd be funny to watch cars trying to swim. If auto racing were in the Olympics, I guess it would come down to how many races or how many different participations that that you could do, because if auto racing itself was just one event in the Olympics, SVG, it would take time to rack up those medals. But if every form of racing had an Olympic spot, it would definitely be different. And here we go. Green flags out. We're back. We are here and racing here. And let's see. Martin Jiggs Jr. in that beautiful throwback machine jumps out to an early lead here. Going to take the top spot. Ross Chastain forces Logano to the high line, but looks like Logano is going to make it work here off the top and going to clear for second. And it looks like Ross Chastain clears for third. Chase Elliott's going to clear fourth. There we go. The top four all clear themselves and get cycled out there. Oh, whoa, really early hit. Big hit for the number 54. Looked like maybe a brake failure or something, but oh my. Ty Gibbs, hopefully he is okay. That was an absolutely hellacious hit. No way that wasn't mechanical failure or something. I'm assuming a brake rotor exploding or something, but oh, that was a big hit there for the 54 of Gibbs. I think, one, we're very lucky to see him see that car not end up in flames, but massive hit for the 54 of Ty Gibbs. And yes, the caution flag has flown. But yeah, and I say Ty Gibbs' day is done remarkably early here, and again, just hoping that Ty Gibbs is okay, because again, that is a massive hit. Oh yeah, there was no doubt. I mean, if I was allowed to put the replay up on the screen, I would. But man, that was a massive hit. And again, don't even really know what happened. He was just all right. So he was coming down the front straightaway and just slams the fence a little bit. Okay, so he rubbed the fence in 3 and 4 coming to the start finish line, and then just something breaks on the car and he just turns hard into the outside wall. The car just snaps around on him. Man, again, that is just a really not great spot to hit, and especially not to hit at an angle. Again, hopefully Ty Gibbs is okay. We will get you guys an update as soon as possible. Man, just weird to see, again, a car break like that and just snap to the snap right like that. Alright, let's see. So yeah, again, he scraped. So I'm assuming he must have then broken something when he scraped the fence a corner earlier. And then just, whatever it was, it just killed him in the following one. Yeah, there you go. Ty Gibbs walks. A little bit of a limp there, but Ty Gibbs doing a very good job of getting out that car under his own power. And again, hopefully we're all hoping that Ty Gibbs is okay. Never want to see a driver hurt. As I know not everybody's the biggest Ty Gibbs fan in the world, and certainly there are things to criticize him about, but again, you never want to see a driver injured like that. Oh, and it was off the front bumper of it was off the front bumper of the 45 that he got into the wall in the first place, the original contact, not the sharp spin later. But yeah, it's always a weird one to see when two teammates or even manufacturer teammates end up colliding like that, especially this early in the race. I mean, that is just, that was a hellacious hit there. Alright, there we go. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put that out over on Twitter as well. I was just typing that in the podcast, in the lap down group chat there. there we go. I went and posted it over on Twitter as well, but again, just one of those hits that you just never want to see a hit like that. Certainly, you don't want to see it happen to one of the sport's brightest young drivers that we've had in recent years. Because really, I mean, Ty Gibbs is truly one of the brightest young stars we've seen since I would probably say since Christopher Bell came through the ranks, and even then, I'd say that Ty Gibbs might shine even a little bit brighter than Ty Gibbs, at least early on. He did walk to the ambulance under his own power, a little bit of a limp from what I saw, but that could also just be the wind being knocked out of him. We'll give you guys further updates as soon as it is available, but again, he did walk to the ambulance without a person right there helping him, so again, everything I can see, I mean, it wasn't like he broke his leg or anything on that, but stuff like concussions and other further medical information we won't know until later. So, again, we'll let you know as soon as we hear from him after he gets out of the infield care center, or as soon as we have any further update on him. But as of right now, currently no information outside of having watched him walk to the ambulance by himself to go off of. There we go. Let's see. Alright, we're just chilling out here, and again, we're currently at a commercial break while the cars are continuing to circulate. And while they go ahead and make sure that the wall is still prepared to absorb another potentially big impact, because you never want to see a wreck like that. But certainly, when you do see something like that, you want to make sure that in the extremely unlikely set of circumstances that it happens again, you do not want to get caught off guard by a second time and have it potentially be worse because you didn't put everything you could into fixing it and getting it right the first time. So there we go. Let's go ahead and take just a quick look at the NFL scores, because I know some of you guys, I know a lot of people are NFL fans, so we're going to go ahead and give you guys updates on your team scores over there, since you guys are spending a good chunk of your Sunday here with me. So the Patriots are up over the Bears 16-3 late in the fourth quarter. Currently 4.5 minutes left in that game. The Buccaneers currently have the ball, trailing by 3 with a minute and a half on the clock there. So they are going to try and run down the clock and kick a game-tying field goal potentially. Or if they can get to that end zone and score the touchdown, they can seal the game. The Chiefs have a very slim lead over the Broncos, only a 2-point advantage here. Meanwhile, the Broncos have the ball and a minute 53 to go down the field. And again, a field goal for the Broncos wins them the game and ends the Chiefs' undefeated season, which would be an incredible feat considering the fact that the Chiefs are undefeated and have looked so dominant this year. Bills are up 23-13 over the Colts here. Late in the fourth quarter there, 4th and 40, 4 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock there, and we are back from the commercial break, and they are immediately dropping the green flag. Green flag's out. 50 laps to go in stage one. And right now, this time, Joey Logano gets a run off the top side over MTJ, and he's Joey Logano takes the lead, and he's going to hang on to it. There we go. That is a pretty good run here early on. Let's see again. Right now, 4 wide for a position there. You got Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Reddick on the outside, and Cindric was also there, part of that 4 wide in the middle, and it looks like that battle was for 7th between the 4 of them. So 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, they were all 4 wide there. I say Blaney's made his way all the way up nearing the top 10 as well, so he could very easily get himself into this conversation before the end of the first stage, and we could have a real 4-way fight for the win the entire afternoon here in the NASCAR Cup Series, which would be an amazing feat if we could have. Imagine we could have all 4 drivers inside the top 5 just hanging out the entire race. That would be a fun one. Alright, so here we go. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson still battling side by side. Neither one of them, though, are in the championship 4. Meanwhile, the driver behind them, Ryan Blaney, he's going to be looking to try and make his way through. He made his way to 11th here, and oh, there we go. He finds the opening to get to the inside on the 11th. Alright, so yeah, right now though, the 11 and the 12 fighting out for 10th place is going to be an interesting one. Let's see if the championship driver of Ryan Blaney is able to make anything happen. I thought originally that maybe he was going to get a good run, a good enough run to make something happen, but ultimately, nope. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out here, 15 laps down. And yeah, we're just working our way towards it. 45 more laps to go before the end of stage 1. And again, right now, Christopher Bell has made his way all the way up to 3rd. Oh my! Christopher Bell really wants to go ahead and prove that he should have been in this championship 4, with a race win. And if he does get the win, I am curious to see. Yeah, what NASCAR ends up saying about it, considering the fact that he's been so outspoken this week about how he should have been part of this championship 4 if it wasn't for the race fixing. Alright, so there we go. Again, Joey Logano having the lead here, hanging on to about a full second lead. Meanwhile, everybody else on back, I'm going to say Bell on back is starting to lose a little bit of ground to Martin Truex Jr. and Joey Logano, as they are now 1.5 seconds back or more from the back bumper of Truex. Alright, let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out here. 20 laps down, 40 to go here. And all 4 championship drivers are inside the top 10, which again, that is an amazing sight to see. And a very rare thing to see as well. We don't very often see all 4 championship drivers being able to share the top 10 together. Usually one or the other ends up going and having some sort of adversity to work their way through. Alright, let's see. And right now we're just working our way through this one. And let's see. Again, Ryan Blaney hanging out in the 8th position. Currently the worst of the championship 4, but again, being 8th place, that's not very bad considering he can just work his way up to the front in a fairly short space of time. So yeah, right now, let's see, 22 laps down. And again, right now we're just kind of into a green flag run here, which should hopefully be able to stretch to the end of the to the end of the stage here. But yeah, these drivers, they're going to try and stretch this one out, especially the drivers in the front of the field. Logano, Truex, Bell. These drivers want to try and stretch this out as best they can because while Bell might not be directly benefiting from stretching it out, by stretching it out, there's a good chance that Byron ends up stretching it out. Alright, here we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. And yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hoping to hit, the goal is to try and hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Yesterday did a massive chunk of work on that, but again, there's still plenty of work to do in terms of trying to get the 3K subscriber mark. Alright, again, we're closing in on halfway here in stage number 1. Where it's only a 60 lap stage, I expect to see these drivers just kind of run to the end of the stage and then we'll pit at the end of the stage for it. Alright, so there we go. And again, right now, Logano and Blaney are co-favorites for the championship based on our fan vote in the poll. There we go. And again, right now, MTJ is A-okay to just run by himself, but by the end of it, he wants a shot at a... Alright, let's see. Right now, we're just working our way through this one. They're showing everybody kind of getting in a circle around Martin Truex Jr. and clapping for his retirement. MTJ does not seem like the kind of guy who likes to be the center of attention, but it makes complete sense why this weekend he is the center of attention when it came to the drivers' meeting. Because again, this will be one of his final races. Alright, let's see. Right now we're just working our way through this one. Definitely hoping I can get some nice water here soon because it's been a long day. Alright, so here we go. MTJ looking at the bottom of the racetrack. Not sure who he was passing there. Probably a lap car. Alright, come on. Let's see. 29. Now 30 laps down. 30 laps down, and we've got ourselves a race. It's definitely a little bit of a slower going race than yesterday because we don't have any drivers kind of racing their way through the field, but we got ourselves a race still. Alright, so yep, there we go. Half down, half to go at the line this time. And here we go. Looks like they're going to commercial break, which means we get to go ahead and I get to go ahead and grab myself some water. Let's just go ahead and quickly check and see if any of the NFL games went final yet. Okay, Broncos Chiefs went final. Broncos not able to take down the Chiefs in their game. Buccaneers were able to tie the 49ers in their game. Colts not able to do anything to the Buffalo Bills yet. Steelers are trailing by 6 under the Commanders, 27-21 the score there. The Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are up 12-7 in that game. And the Falcons versus Saints. Falcons are trailing by 3, 17-20. The current score in that game. As the time is winding down in most of these games. Not a lot of time left on the clock in any of them. So, again, I'm going to go grab some water and I will be right back, guys. I was going to go ahead and run a quick ad. Alright, they are back from commercial break just as we're coming back over here. And yeah, we got ourselves 20 laps to go in stage 1. Let's go. Alright. Grabbed a couple of energy drinks as well as my water, so hopefully we got enough energy to go ahead and keep this thing high energy throughout this one. But as of right now, Joey Logano has just put on a absolute thwacking here in the NASCAR. Oh, and here we go, Ty Gibbs. Okay, here we go, Ty Gibbs. Well, not hear, but read this. All right, Ty Gibbs okay after an earlier incident. Ty, what happened? What kind of feedback were you giving? Okay, here we go. Here's Ty Gibbs. It was a big hit. I made contact with the wall. I didn't think it was necessarily, too bad. I went off into the dog leg. We've been really hard on the track there all week. I think I just caught it at a bad angle, and it caught off on me. I had no control. It was a really big hit, though. So there we go. So, yeah. Again, Ty Gibbs says he's okay. I think at this point we can go ahead and confirm that he is okay. Always a worry whenever he is, whenever you see that kind of injury coming out. But you can kind of chalk it up to it's okay at this point. But yeah, so there we go. And again, right now, Logano first, Byron fourth, Reddick sixth, and Blaney seventh is your current rundown for the championship 4. But yeah, that is a big one there. we go. Just wanted to go ahead and update that since I put out the first tweet. Gotta go ahead and put out the second one there, confirming that he is okay for now. And again, right now, Ryan Blaney closing in on the back bumper of Tyler Reddick. Curious to see what ends up happening when we actually get two championship drivers racing each other on track here. I'm going to mute the tab here real quick because I want to go ahead and see what happened to end a 35-yard attempt for the Broncos, because I can't imagine that's an easy one to block. Should be pretty close to a chip shot there. But yeah, here we go. Blaney looking to the bottom here on Tyler Reddick. 14 laps to go in stage number 1. Let's say right now, Reddick on the high side. You've got Blaney looking to the bottom, trying to make that bottom work. Not able to make it work there. And there we go. Yeah, no idea what ended up causing that, but I didn't get a chance to see on the replay as to who got their hand on them. That also goes to a commercial break. I'm also going to go ahead and give a quick just delay ads. We'll have 10 minutes of absolute commercial-free coverage here as we are going 10 laps to the checkered, or 12 laps to the checkered flag. Yes, it should be good there. And again, we're just chilling out. Hopefully, you guys enjoying the stream. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Also, if you guys want your name on the banner, you guys can join the channel through the membership tab. But of course, only do it if you actually can afford to do it. Not trying to pressure anyone into donating. But I figured I'd at least mention it, since I don't think I've mentioned it in the last 5 months. But again, 11 laps to go here. Stage number 1. 10 laps to go now. 10 to go. Right now, the only battle really on track that they're showing is the Blaney versus Reddick fight, which Blaney and Reddick, they're close, but they aren't really overly close to the point where I'd be worried that they are going to be battling it out. Kyle Busch into the top 15, though. There we go. Kyle Busch, imagine if he's able to steal this race, win away thanks to a timely caution or something. That would be interesting. All right, here we go. How's everybody doing? We got a decent amount of people still hanging out in chat. All right, 18 votes in, and again, Blaney certainly trending towards the potentially the first or the championship pick based on our votes. And I would certainly be okay. Honestly, I think I'd be okay with anyone but a Logano championship. Byron, it might be a little bittersweet considering obviously what happened to get him there, but again, we'll have to wait and see. But right now, again, the battle on track, it's the 45 versus the 12. The 12 of Blaney, the 45 of Reddick, going tooth and nail against each other, trying to go ahead and see who can get this, who can go ahead and get the spot. Let's see. 7 laps to go here in stage number 1, and Michael McDowell goes a lap down. Come on, man. No, don't lap McDowell. But yeah, here we go. So McDowell going a lap down. That's going to go ahead and hurt the his day there. Although he should still be eligible for a wave round if unless Joey Logano can get to some of these other lap cars, which it looks like he's going to. All right. Yeah, again, we're just chilling out here. Yeah, we'll be coming to 5 laps to go at the line this time. 5 to go as they take it. Yep, 5 laps to go here. 5 more times around. And right now you've got Blaney looking on the inside. He continually looks to the inside on Reddick, but because he doesn't have the handling to make the bottom work, he ends up having to lift out the throttle way more than the 45. And the 45 is typically able to make it around him on the top side. Even there where Blaney could have attempted to start a slide job, he wasn't clear, so he wouldn't have been able to actually make the move work. And again, around the outside goes Tyler Reddick, and he now clears Ryan Blaney for the lead. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Battle for 6th. Again, the battle for 6th between the two championship contenders, Reddick and Blaney. That battle is going to be the one we're watching down the checkered, or down to the end of this stage. Not that there's any real battle going on in terms of points. In fact, the playoff drivers don't earn points in the stages, but that is that is one thing that the playoff drivers are not able to go ahead and do. Is that the playoff drivers are not able to go ahead and accumulate points. It's all about who has the best finish at the end of the race of the championship 4. All right, there we go. All right, and here we go. Stage 1, the final lap here. And Blaney actually has a really good shot here on the inside. Ryan Blaney up the inside. He's going to clear Reddick for the position. He's going to take 6th place from Tyler Reddick here. Reddick heading into the final corner here of stage number 1. Joey Logano wins the stage. Truex, Christopher Bell, William Byron, and Chase Elliott round out your top 5. 6th place, Ryan Blaney. 7th, Tyler Reddick. 8th, Denny Hamlin. 9th, Kyle Larson. And rounded out your top 10 here in stage number 1. It's Austin Cindric. Carson Hocevar, the first driver to miss out on the top 10. Carson Hocevar, one of the Rookie of the Year contenders. In fact, is he the favorite for the Rookie of the Year race right now? Let me see. Drivers points. Let's see. Busher, not a rookie. Bubba, not a rookie. Chastain, not a rookie. Yeah, Hocevar is the leading Rookie of the Year, and in fact, he is. I think he's a shoo-in for Rookie of the Year, because Barry had a monumental collapse this year, and similarly, Zane Smith never really was able to get it going until about halfway through the playoffs. It was when Zane Smith finally got it together. So, just a myriad of issues there, and ultimately none of it really working out too well for him. And let's see. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, the 49ers win their game 23-20 in their game. Patriots game went final 19-3, the final score there. Chiefs beat the Broncos, as we mentioned, 14-16. Bills take down the Colts 30-20. That's unfortunate. At this point, I think we can officially say that Joe Flacco is not an improvement over Richardson, and we should just put Richardson back in to hopefully develop. The Jaguars beat the Vikings with a score of 12-7. That is a gross game right there. And the Steelers take the lead over the Commanders here with 2 minutes left to go in the football game. They are now up 28-27. All the Commanders need is a single point to tie, 2 points to take the lead. So a field goal gets them the win if they can get in field goal range with 2 minutes left on the clock. Should be plenty of time. So there we go. We're coming back from commercial break over on the race, so we should be good to go there. Alright, there we go. And again, we're waiting for the first round of pit stops here, which should be occurring any minute as we come back from commercial break. Alright, so there we go. And here we go. Coming down to the pit stops, we got Tyler Reddick hitting his pit box first here. And let's see. Oh, no. Alright, I'm confused. They just showed, I guess that was Tyler Reddick previously coming into his pit box. But here we go. Logano, Reddick, Byron, and Blaney all coming down to try and find their pit boxes along with everybody else coming with them. So, Logano the first to hit his pit box. Reddick finds his in the middle of the corner. Blaney and Byron both a lot further down. Blaney finds his, and William Byron all the way down at the very end of pit road. William Byron able to get into his pit box there at 11.6 for Joey Logano, 10.2 for Tyler Reddick, 10.0 for Blaney, and William Byron not going to be able to hold serve on pit road. Chase Elliott gains 4 spots on pit road. Bell gains 1 spot. Byron gains a spot. No. Blaney gains a spot. Joey Logano loses a ton of spots there with what felt like an okay pit stop of an 11 point something with an 11.3. Didn't feel like it should be insurmountable, but man, was that not a sure thing at all. Alright, so there we go. And again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just chilling out here. I'm going to go ahead and check Twitter, see what's going on over on good old Twitter here. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, so yeah, once again, we're just chilling out here under the commercial break. And we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to end up coming of this. Let's see. Alright, let's see. We're just chilling out here. Let's see. are coming back from commercial break. We should be getting ready for the restart here in a moment. And yeah, we are going to be getting ready for it. All right, here we go. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Looked like they were. Oh, the pace car went and spun and took out some of the barrels. Someone just wrecked the pace. The pace car driver just wrecked. What? The pace car driver just wrecked. Are you kidding me? Or did that just happen? That literally just happened. The pace car just crashed. So we're gonna be here for a minute while they refill those things with sand. But yep, there we go. The pace car driver climbing out of the pace car. This is why I think they have a backup pace car. But as I say, that is certainly not something you want to go ahead and do regularly. So here we go. It should be, again, it'll be a minute because they have to go ahead and clean up that sand. But man, how funny is it to see the pace car crash? There we go. And we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, the pace car spun out all by himself. And again, now they are gonna have to take time to fill up the sand barriers. So we are again gonna be under a delayed yellow here as we're getting ready to go. Let's see. Yeah, we're at another commercial break. We're just they're actually under the red flag. Okay, they brought out the red flag to go ahead and fix the barrels. Makes sense to try to avoid burning up laps here in the championship finale. All right. Well, we're just waiting here for this stage caution to get over because of the sand barrel that went down. And again, they've red flagged the competition for the sake of not burning up all the laps while they clean up the sand. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes them to clean up this sand, but if it's going to take a minute, I might go grab the Switch and pop up some Pokemon gameplay. Since we're going to be here for a minute anyway, it looks like. Let's see. So the sand barrels. And yep, they're putting the they're putting the pace car away and gonna grab the backup pace car. TV is gonna be going around and talking to all the all the crew chiefs, and yeah, again we're just chilling out here. Asking the lap down group chat, see if they know how long this kind of cleanup is going to take. Because if it's going to take a while, I definitely want to try and come up with something for you to keep you guys entertained. But if it's going to be a short, like 2-3 minute thing, no sense. Alright, so there we go. And again, yeah, the pace car spun. As far as we know, the pace car driver is okay, and then, again, they're just working on getting this thing cleaned back up. But yeah, quite literally, just the pace car just spun it out, and yeah, again, the pace car driver gets into another has another pace car brought out to him, and yeah, they're gonna drive the regular pace car back out. But yeah, so they even had to roll out the backup pace car, which is just hilarious that they even one that they had a backup pace car first off, and second off that they actually had to use it. Yeah, so we're just waiting on them to clean up some sand barrels, and they have been turned back to yellow flag running. So that tells me that the sand barrels are either close to or completely cleaned up at this point. And again, we should be getting ready to go racing here shortly. Alright. Here we go, and they're doing the NASCAR Powerball lottery thing here at the end. Alright, so there we go. Pace car is off successfully this time, and we are getting ready to go back racing. Alright, let's see. And here we go. Field is doubled up. Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell on the front row. Green flags out there. Back to racing, and we are here and ready for stage number 2 to get underway here. And here we go. Christopher Bell to the top line, gonna take the lead. Looks like that top line really the better lane here. Christopher Bell versus Chase Elliott. It looks like Christopher Bell's going to win that duel for the moment. Meanwhile, the battle for the championship, you've got 2 championship drivers side by side. Blaney, Byron, and a little bit of further beef between those two as, there's a bit of personal stuff. And speaking of personal stuff, MTJ gets on the outside and he's just going to try and make this personal as he goes to try and make the pass on Joey Logano, but I believe it's Byron who's dating Blaney's sister, if I'm not mistaken on that one. At least I know he was at one point. I don't know if they are still together, as far as I know they are. But here we go. Let's see. Blaney, though, looks like he's gonna end up getting the lead off of Byron there as they settle into positions 3, 4, and 5 here for Blaney, Byron, Logano. Now Logano under fire from Denny Hamlin, who he now clears for position, and now we've got ourselves single file all the way down through to Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson, the first side-by-side battle on track. That battle is for 8th place, which currently Kyle Larson has, and Tyler Reddick really wants it. But yeah, it seems like that top line is really preferred here in the NASCAR Cup Series. It was kind of a mix last night between the two lines, but the more and more that I see this, the more and more it seems like the NASCAR Cup car really prefers to be on that high line and ride the momentum off the top of the corner, which, if that ends up being the case, you might end up seeing a situation where jumping up a couple spots by grabbing that inside line ends up happening on the choose cone restarts. Well, here we go again. Tyler Reddick right now, the only driver of the championship four who's not right in the cluster there, running 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, and 9 right now for the championship drivers. As again, right now, Blaney, Byron, and Logano all right there under a blanket for the lead in the championship. Then there's just Tyler Reddick putting along, currently battling with Hocevar for 9th and 10th here. Here we go. Hosevar dives all the way to the bottom. Gonna try and make those diving moves to maybe make something happen. Meanwhile, Reddick's got the more traditionally preferred line, and it looks like Hosevar's about to clear him. Yep. There we go. Carson Hosevar just cleared Tyler Reddick for the ninth place. That is insane right there. So again, Ty Gibbs right now the only driver who's out of the race. Meanwhile, right now everybody else is kind of up in the air right now. Alright, let's see. So right now, Blaney, Byron, Logano. Again, those three are going to just kind of freight train the front of the field right now. Although I think Bell, being at the front of the field entirely, wants it to be known that, hey, I should have been a part of this championship fight. I have the speed to be the champion. Let me see if he's even in position to try and go for the best of the rest title, because maybe at least he can be that. Alright, so yeah, right now we're 22 laps in to a long stage, about 100 laps to go in the stage. I don't know why this second stage is so long. The stages should have been something like 75, 75, and then the final 150 or so. Alright, there we go. Alright, so here we go. They're coming back there, and active top 10 streaks at Phoenix. Right now, Ryan Blaney has eight straight races at Phoenix with a top 10. Nobody else has more than two. That is a pretty alarming one there. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out. And again, the thing with this stage being just so long, I mean, it's going to be a while before we actually see any real urgency from any of these drivers, considering the fact that there's no rush. They've got over 100 laps before points would theoretically be paid, and the points aren't even a real big issue. And as long as they're all kind of hanging around the same spot, nobody's going to get a massive lead over the other. Again, it's just kind of the whole thing about the format, and that's why I would actually like to see potentially points still adding up. That way, you have something to race for in stages 1 and 2 of the championship finale. I think that's way more exciting than having, again, right now, you've got Blaney, Byron, and Logano fighting for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But they aren't even fighting for position because it doesn't matter what position they finish in this stage as long as they're all close enough together to still go for it at the end. But yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things that just annoys me about this format, and I would like to see it change, but I don't see any reason why it would change anytime soon. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Again, Again, Bell and Elliott just absolutely going to dominate the front of the field here for the next little while. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Oh, and Michael McDowell comes to pit road. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's say pitting this early can't possibly be a good thing. Sorry, 95 laps to go in stage 2, and you come into pit road, that is a definite worry. But yeah, right now we're just chilling out. Let's go ahead and pull up chat so I can actually be able to read chat here. Alright, well, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good. Alright. So right now the odds for the championship, DraftKings has Blaney as the odds-on favorite for the championship. Shock and surprise. We also have him as our pick for the championship based on the group polling in the chat. But yeah, right now though, it really just feels like they're just going to ride here for another 100, 150 laps, which is just great. I mean, I know not every race is going to be thrilling, edgier seat action, but I feel like that you should, if they had something to race for, I feel like these drivers would be all over each other trying to clamor for that, for those points. Versus knowing that, hey, we got a long way till points are actually, till things are actually decided. Let's go ahead, run this one out, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do a restart. But yeah, right now though, it is just not great. But yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, right now, there's just no real competition or contest going on the racetrack as these drivers kind of already have just kind of settled into their positions. But yeah, let's see. Again, right now, as it stands, the stage should be the stage should be just progressing, but they're gonna end up pitting somewhere in the middle here for the for pit stops in the stage, which is gonna be a long ways out though, as there's what 160, 165 laps essentially to split it half and half. I mean, you could definitely split it differently. You could go lighter in the first half, heavier in the second half, or vice versa. But yeah, until something makes a move, nobody else is. All right, let's see. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. They're under commercial break, and we're just waiting for something more to happen. Because as of right now, there just is not much that's going on. Mainly because, again, these drivers, there's nothing really to push for to get up there. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just working our way through this one, but we're at a full screen commercial break, so there's not much we can really talk about at the moment. And there's no real changes going on inside the top 10. Alright, here we go. They're coming back from commercial break. They're promoting the NASCAR Fan Awards program, which is already way too late to be just starting to collect points for the NASCAR Fan Awards program now. As, the NASCAR Fan Awards program is basically done for the year. I don't think there's any real way to snag any, any more points throughout the year, which is a little disappointing as we were getting through this. We were getting through the points pretty good. Got nearly 10,000 on the season for myself. Hoping to maybe get over 10,000 next year, but let's see. Still haven't decided on what I'm going to go ahead and spend my points on. Alright, so yeah, right now, there we go. Coming there, back on the commercial break, but once again, Bell is just kind of coasting away. He's got a 2-second lead over Elliott, and he's just kind of fading away into the, fading away to the front. Everybody's going to end up forgetting about him until he's won the race. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. Blaney makes a pass on Elliott. There we go. That's an actual pass going on. That's something, at least. Alright, let's see. Right now, though, Byron, Logano, they've just kind of faded. And again, right now, it doesn't really matter too much because they're going to get another caution and bunch the field back together anyway, as long as you can avoid a catastrophe on your pit stop in about 20 laps. Yeah, you should be A-okay. But yeah, right now though, Blaney definitely starting to move his way to the front and potentially going to establish himself as the guy to watch here. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. And again, right now we got Trigg starting to hound the back bumper of Joey Logano's car, but looks like they're going to a quick commercial break. As, again, we're just kind of waiting for pit stops at this point. This is definitely the slow part of the race. That these 500 lappers, 500 milers, or yeah, 500 kilometers in this case. Yeah, definitely drags on for a while. Let's see. Alright, well, they're coming back from commercial break now. We should be hopefully starting to see the pit window start to open up here. And yeah, should be a good one. Alright, there we go. And it looks like, okay, they're talking about Jimmy Johnson here for a moment. Not sure exactly why. Is he, oh, is he, did he just go down a lap or something? Not sure. Oh, here we go. Pit stops occurring. There we go. Denny Hamlin comes to pit road. He's going to start the cycle of green flag stops. Let's go. About time somebody did it. And there we go. Yeah, and here we go. Everybody following him down pit road this time by. It's Elliott, Byron, Logano, Gregson, Haley, Zane Smith, Briscoe, Bush, LaJoy, all coming down pit road. Again, 3 or 4 playoff drivers coming down pit road here. Yeah, and here comes Blaney to pit road this next time by, along with MTJ so far. Looks like Chris Buescher's going to join them on pit road. We'll have to wait and see who else opts to go ahead and join these guys on pit road. Harrison Burton comes down pit road this time by as well. Looks like Stenhouse and Gilliland are going to stay on track, and as Austin Dillon came down, John Hunter Nemechek, Ross Chastain, Jimmy Johnson came down pit road real quick. A 9.4 second pit stop for Ryan Blaney. Oh my. He is just too fast. Which is just insane that he's able to run that quickly. Here comes Christopher Bell to pit road. Is he going to drag anybody with him? Jeb Burton to pit road with him? Anybody else? Anybody else coming with Christopher Bell? Looks like that is going to be a no. And again, right now, Bell is absolutely the superior driver right now. But again, we'll have to wait and see where that all cycles them out compared to Blaney when all is said and done here. It looks like the gap is about 2.5 seconds, something like that. Blaney can definitely run you down at that point from that range. Alright, so there we go. Right now, Blaney 8th, Byron 9th of the playoff drivers. And again, right now, Blaney is your top playoff driver. I'm curious to see if that continues across to the if that continues across to the rest of the race, or if they if in terms of the battle for the position, if that's going to basically come down to, well, yeah, they're going to let Blaney have the lead, or not Blaney, if they're going to let Bell have the lead since they're racing for a championship with all the drivers behind them. Alright, there we go. Let's see. So Larson, Hocevar, Bowman, Stenhouse, Gilliland, Hemrick have all yet to pit. So we've got 6 drivers who have yet to pit here. Alright, let's see. So again, 6 drivers who have yet to pit, or yet to pit in this stage. Curious to see how long they are willing to wait. I mean, I'm sure for guys like Gilliland, Hemrick, even Stenhouse, probably they can wait forever, basically, because there is no requirement that they come to pit road before they get passed by the lead lap cars, and as long as they have fuel left to burn, they can go ahead and extend this fuel window out in hopes of getting a caution that could maybe save them. Similar to what happened with Justin Allgaier in last night's Xfinity Series race, where he got the perfectly timed caution to help him out here. And here comes Hocevar to pit road. Hocevar coming to pit road. Kyle Larson coming to pit road. So Larson and Hocevar both coming to pit road here. Taking 10-second stop for Larson. Wow. Just some not great stops for the Hendrick guys compared to the rest of the field tonight, which is weird. Normally Hendrick is the best at pretty much everything they do. But again, not tonight, it doesn't seem like. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Bowman coming to pit road. Stenhouse will assume the lead here. Stenhouse, Gilliland, the only 2 drivers who have maintained the lead and have stayed out thus far. Hemrick has also not come to pit road, but he is all the way back in 6th place, so I don't anticipate him being a real consideration, although the caution could definitely bail him out of some laps down that he is. And that now Stenhouse falls to 2nd, and now Gilliland falls to 3rd. So there we go. So Gilliland and Stenhouse have now fallen out of the lead. Christopher Bell is your race leader. So all the drivers who are currently a lap down are definitely worried because Bell's already pit. Alright, so yeah, right now though, again, we got a dash of the checkered flag here in this stage, but again, none of these playoff drivers necessarily need to worry about it. They can just kind of pace this one out. It's like, again, Jimmy Johnson not having quite the kind of speed that he'd hoped for. But yeah, it is just going here. Let's see. Christopher Bell going to the top of the racetrack here, trying to make the moves, and Blaney takes himself all the way up to 2nd here. There we go. Christopher Bell to 2nd, or Bell to 1st, Blaney to 2nd. But again, does Blaney have any real desire to go ahead and pass the 20 right now? I mean, one, they've got like 40, 50 laps to go. Still plenty of time for someone to get upset with you and change their mind about whether or not they want to work with you to try and help you win a championship or not. But yeah, I'm just really tired though. And here we go, going to another commercial break already. Wow. Yeah, we're going to commercial break as the top three drivers have all been restored to the drivers who have pit already. Again, Byron, Blaney, and Bell each making pit stops one lap apart. Curious to see what that ends up doing in terms of pit strategy later on, if that slight offset changes anything. But yeah, right now though, Bell, Blaney, and Byron are all there fighting for the spot. Meanwhile, this time it's Joey Logano who's the kind of one out in the mud. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. 53 laps to go in stage number 2 right now, and again, we got ourselves a long way to go here in stage number 2. Man, these races are long, and there's not points implications to talk about the whole way through stage 2. Because again, this winner takes all format really starts to benefit once you actually get to the end of the race. But this, with the winner take all format, it doesn't really benefit the drivers who get to the front early, because they can just as easily have a caution, bunch them all right back together, and give everybody else a fair shot after he went and put miles of distance on them. Alright, let's see. Right now we're working our way through this one. Not a lot going on. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. They got a commercial for Atlanta Motor Speedway going on. But yeah, definitely curious to see what ends up happening. But yeah, just chilling out. 50 laps to go. Alright, come on. 77 laps down. Working our way through this one. Let's see, 25. So we're 50 laps to go in the stage. 50 laps to go in stage number 2. And again, these long stages are just super boring in terms of the strategy, especially when points aren't involved. Alright, there we go. Wow, the Cardinals are actually going to beat the Jets, it looks like. That's pretty impressive right there. Cowboys have are struggling against the Eagles. No real surprises there. Yeah, the big surprise there being the Cardinals just kind of dog walking the Jets here, and although it is still early, the Jets have only had 3 passes completed so far for a total of 16 passing yards and 21 rushing yards on 3 carries as well. Alright, but yeah, right now, 46 laps to go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Also, if you guys have anything you guys would like me to talk about, because during these long green flag runs, it just it starts to get stalled out and boring, and there's not a whole lot to talk about. And wait, one of Joey Logano's crew members is on the AMR go kart. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Graham from the 22 team, not feeling well. We're going to be going to the Infield Care Center to look at. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. So yeah, right now we're just chilling out. Blaney, Byron, Logano now the top three, and Tyler Reddick has faded right back out of the top 10 all the way to 11th here. Alright, here we go. But yeah, right now, again, we're just chilling this one out. Let's see. 43 laps to go. Next commercial break, I think I'm going to go use the bathroom again because it's just trying to go ahead and figure something out here. But, yep. Alright, so. Again, I wish there was more kind of to talk about, but again, it's one of the downsides of this format with the winner takes all, making it really simple for anyone who's tuning in for the first time. But the problem is the winner take all format makes the long process of this middle stage take forever and not really mean a whole lot because there's no real worry because, well, even if Blaney starts to get a lead, let's see. Again, right now, working our way through this one. Closing in on the end of the stage, which, hey, every little bit counts right now. 15, so we're 35, 40 laps away. So, 40 laps away here from the end of this stage. Let's see. Alright, let's see again. Right now, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 10th for Reddick. Reddick's made his way back up into the top 10. Alright, let's see again. Right now, we're just kind of waiting for this one to start to get a little bit more action packed here. 38 laps to go. And again, right now, 2 seconds off the pace of Christopher Bell, who leads the field of cars. Yeah. But yeah, these long green flag runs would be pretty interesting if it was all about trying to collect more points than the other drivers. You'd see Blaney, Byron, and Logano all fighting a lot harder for each spot, which would be a point. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just working our way through this one. Not much to really work through because there's 30 laps to go and not much going on. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting this one out. Logano looking to the inside. Logano's actually going to try and put some pressure on Byron. Here we go. That's something we haven't seen yet today. Anybody actually putting pressure on Byron? Alright, let's see. Here we go. Logano to the bottom of the track. Byron to the top. And again, these two are going to start trading these spots back and forth here. Alright, come on. We're 8 laps to, or 8, we got 8 people hanging out in chat. Working our way through this one, over 30 laps to go still. And they're going to commercial break. I'm going to go run a quick ad and use the bathroom, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, here we go. 28 laps to go. And we are here and gonna hopefully be energized enough to go to the end. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see. We just got about we're less than 3 hours away from kickoff in the Sunday night game. It's gonna be a long night. If I do end up doing both, I do have everything ready. If I want to do both. And the good thing is the final stage will not be nearly as long, which is, I will say, a positive of having the stages be this abnormally long. I just don't know why they insist on doing the 125 lap stage in stage 2. Like, why not do stages 1 and 2 at about 100 laps each, leaving 112 laps or so for stage 3? That way you have a fairly balanced out, because that's how they've done it at a lot of the other tracks, is that the stages are essentially thirds of the race. So a third of the race is stage 1, a third of the race is stage 2, and a third of the race is stage 3. My personal preference is I would rather see you go 75, 75, and then the final 150, or I guess in this case it would be like 162 or whatever to the checkered. I keep the first 2 stages to basically, when you add them up, be about the halfway point in the race, and then your final stage is basically half the full distance of the race. That way, you kind of balance it out and ultimately get a pretty good feeling out of both. because you have the long final stage for your old-timey viewers, your older, more traditional viewers who want to see the drivers over the course of a long run. And you have your drivers who are there for the quick flash in the pan early in the race. Alright, there we go. We're just chilling out here. 23 laps to go as they come back from commercial, as they have fully come back from the commercial break. It was a side-by-side commercial anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. I thought it was going to be full screen commercial, but alright, here we go. Let's see. Stage 2, you got 22 laps to go. Hold it together for 22 laps. But yeah, right now, just kind of keeping myself up to date on the NFL stuff for the NFL stream later. But yeah, the Chiefs are one of the weirdest 9-0 teams I've ever seen. Because they have I'm gonna just look at the Chiefs' wins for a moment and just see what of them are even impressive. All right, so let's see. Going back to the winning by a toe in week 1. Then the refs bailed them out in week 2. Refs were involved in the week 3 game against the Falcons, which was also only a 5-point game against a team that theoretically shouldn't be even close. Then you had a pretty good game against the Chargers, division rival there, blowing out the Saints, who clearly are nowhere near as good as we thought they were. Blowing out the 49ers was a good game to see. But then close against the Raiders, who you should be blowing out. An overtime game against the Buccaneers, where you win the coin toss. And then the Broncos game today. Yeah, legitimately, I think about 3 of those wins are impressive for the Chiefs. I mean, I know a win's a win, but man, you kind of want to start to see some of those wins be a little bit more convincing. Certainly does not help the fact that a lot of their best teams that they were going to face were very early in the season, so you kind of have to beat who you're in front of, but to beat the Ravens and stuff, you already have done that, despite the way that you did it being by a toe. And again, if you end up matching up against them again in the playoffs, I think that game goes differently. But again, we got 18 laps to go here in this stage. Blaney's hanging close to the back bumper of Bell here. He's trying to remain close enough to maybe make a move at the end of the race, but again, right now it doesn't really mean anything for Blaney to try and go for that. But yeah, if Blaney could go back-to-back wins, that would be amazing. Considering Blaney we've never seen a driver go back-to-back actually in this format. The closest we've seen was the closest we've seen is actually it takes a while after your first championship to get back to the championship again. I think the closest we've seen was Logano in 18 and in 22. That was a 4-year drought. And you had the 4-year drought between Kyle Busch's 2 championships in this same format. And those are the only 2 drivers who have picked up 2 championships in this exact same format. So, just kind of an interesting one. Curious to see if Blaney's able to make it to championships in a row here. Alright, well, right now we're just chilling out. Again, 15 laps to go. 3 of the 4 championship contenders right there inside the top 5. Reddick hanging on to the top 10 spot. Definitely looks like Reddick is off the pace compared to the rest of the championship hopefuls here. But yeah, still plenty of time though for someone to try and rally again. Late in the race, we got plenty of time, as there's still a full final stage to go. There we go. So again, 13 laps to go. Right now, Bell holds the lead over Blaney here. But yeah, we're just chilling out. Again, 12 laps to go. Not a lot of on track action has happened. Like, legitimately, what has happened in this stage aside from the round of green flag stops? There's been next to no action in the middle of this stage. Like, Blaney closing in on Bell, which could lead to a cool final late race pass here. But yeah, this has just not been a very exciting middle stage because the stage has been so telegraphed. Like, there was no variety in strategy. There was no like, oh, one person pitting really late, one person pitting really early. Especially of the championship four, everybody basically pit right together. Which, fair enough, they were playing the safe game, but again, and that's one of the things that I kind of talking about another track that people talk about as boring. Richmond International, one of my personal favorite tracks on the schedule. Yeah, there you see a lot of variety in, okay, pitting early, pitting later. Yeah, versus at what we saw today, where virtually every driver in the playoffs just went and pit all together at one time. And it's like, no, there should have been one driver willing to try and push the issue, get to pit road early enough to make people question his sanity almost in terms of, okay, is he legit? That, hey, this could be a path to gaining time on the track versus, this just really isn't going to work. But here we go. Blaney looking to the outside of Christopher Bell here for the race lead. And that is going to be... Wow, Blaney's just going to drive up there and take it? Let's see. Blaney to the outside. Yeah, he's going to take this one. And he is going to clear himself in front of Christopher Bell. There we go. Ryan Blaney clears himself in front of Bell. So here we go. Christopher Bell gets past nice and clean on the outside. 7 laps to go in the stage. Again, this stage win doesn't do anything for Blaney outside of kind of the mental game of, hey, look, I just went up here and won a stage. But yeah, it looks cool on a stat sheet to be able to say, hey, I won a stage in the NASCAR race at Phoenix. There we go, the 20 of Christopher Bell back on the inside, gonna maybe try and battle back on that inside. Curious to see if Bell is able to battle back, but as I say, that bottom line has just not been good enough to really race. All right, here we go. Whew. So again, Blaney with 5 laps to go. He's gotten the lead. Bell hanging on though to that rear bumper here. All he needs is one thing to go right for Bell, and he could pass Blaney right back here. All Blaney would have to do is get caught behind the 14 there of Chase Briscoe. Get caught behind the 21 of Burton. 51 of Corey LaJoy. All you need to do is get caught behind one of those guys, and ultimately have the entire thing kind of change around on him. Alright, let's see. Again, right now, Bell's hanging in there, and that's opening the door for Logano to maybe try and make a three-wide statement move here on the two drivers in the front of the field. Coming to the white flag for the stage end here. We might see a big move, but it's going to be a matter of one lap. One last lap here in stage number 2. And Ryan Blaney is going to take the white flag in stage 2. Again, only the white flag in stage 2 doesn't really mean anything for the end of the race. But it's a way for these drivers to try and flex some muscle at each other. And here we go, the 12 car weaving his way through the traffic. Logano not going to be able to find a way through. The question is, can Bell find a way through the crowd of cars? Nobody's going to be able to find a way through, and it's going to be Ryan Blaney winning stage 2 here. Yeah, second place is Christopher Bell. Third is Joey Logano, William Byron in fourth, and Denny Hamlin rounding out your top 5. Buescher, Larson, Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, the other drivers inside the top 10, with Bubba Wallace being the first driver to miss out on that top 10 finishing spot. So, I mean, all 5 remaining of the in-house Toyotas all finishing inside the top 11. Again, aside from obviously the 54 of Gibbs, who went barreling off into the wall on lap 1 or 2 or something. But besides that, we've got ourselves a pretty good one here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we got 127 laps here in the final stage. Long green flag run, but at least this time now the end is in sight. There's no competition caution. There's no guaranteed bunching back up of the field. Once you start building a lead, that is it. You are building a lead. Now, there still could very well be a caution that could re-rack the field, but there's no guarantee of it. So, there we go. Alright, let's see. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting here for the area. Stage 2 is over. Now we get to go ahead and start focusing on the actual finish of the race. So here we go. Thank you guys for all 9 of you guys that have stuck with me. I know this has not been the most energetic broadcast of all time, but we are here and ready for this one. 5:28 already. Told me I'd get at least a half an hour power nap to rest up between streams, but after that delay at the start of stage 2, I'm questioning if I'm gonna get that. All 4 championship drivers once again on pit road here. Logano finds his pit box first, as per usual. He will get his pit stop done first, and we'll get a chance to get an idea as to his number. Blaney and Reddick both find their pit stalls a little bit further down. And William Byron, the 4th and final driver, finds his pit stall right at the end of pit road. A 10.9 for Logano, or 10.5 for Logano, a 10.4 for Reddick, 9.8 for Blaney, 9.6 for Byron. And Bell takes the lead off pit road. Byron to 3rd. Logano drops to 4th here. Busher, Larson, Elliott all gaining spots. Denny Hamlin loses 5 spots on pit road. As again, Busher, Larson, Elliott, Truex, and Reddick all gain a spot by passing him. I mean, that is just dramatic to see that kind of drop. Didn't get a chance to see what happened on his pit stop, but I would assume something went wrong. But yeah, we're just chilling out here. Let's see. Yeah, right now we're just chilling out, waiting for stage 3 to begin. But hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been doing these streams now for 2 full seasons and no signs of stopping. I'm looking forward to Daytona next year. Certainly hoping for no rain, but if we do get rain, that will be an unfortunate circumstance there. And of course, in the off season, we will still be streaming a bunch of the the NFL games throughout the off season as well. All right, there we go. Let's see. So again, 6 laps in here, and we're just looking for this one. Let's see. Busher could be an interesting one. Curious to see what he ends up doing here. Alright, let's see. Coming back from commercial break, should be getting ready for the restart here. So Blaney 2nd, Byron 3rd, yeah, Logano 4th, and then Tyler Reddick sitting back in 9th right now. Yeah. Let's say Reddick has had the harder time by far of the championship drivers tonight, so have to wait and see if that improves on the day at all going forward, but just another one of those that it really is a rough situation there. And once again, though, we do at least. I'm glad we have 3 championship drivers that are all relatively competitive here. Alright, go. Let's see. All right. Well, feel free to let me know who you guys think the championship, what you guys want to see down the stretch here in this championship battle. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting one as we get ready to go back to racing here. All right. Let's see. So again, right now, Reddick a lot further back. Christopher Bell, he's trying to prove that he should have been in part of this championship for over Byron, and I'm curious to see if he can go ahead and prove it. And I say, if he can't prove it, I'm curious to see what ends up occurring. Alright, so here we go. They're doubled up, ready to go back racing. Pace car. We diving for cover this time off of turn number 4. And here we go. Pace car is off. Field in the hands of Christopher Bell and Ryan Blaney. Let's get ready to go. We're back to racing. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's going to be green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing, and let's go. Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell. Bell on the inside. Remember, Bell not one of the championship 4. The 3 drivers behind him, all part of that championship 4. But yeah, just look how much better this championship 4 could have been if for example, let's just say that Reddick hadn't been a part of it and Bell had been. Although here comes Reddick as I start pondering the idea of what would have happened if we imagine that he just wasn't part of the championship 4. He all of a sudden becomes part of the championship 4 again. And now it's Bell and the championship 4 right behind him. But here we go. Let's see. Again, right now, Blaney, Logano, Byron, Reddick, again, 2nd through 5th, all lined up right behind the leaders. All right, let's see. So yeah, look at let's see. What did Reddick do to go ahead and just take that spot? Oh, made significant contact and nearly wrecked Busher and Chase Elliott on his way through the field. That certainly is not good. But again, I guess all that matters is that you got there. But man, that is a risky way to go about doing things. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. And right now we got Blaney versus Logano. The 2 Penske teammates have been near the front of the field all night long, and they are the last 2 champions here in the NASCAR Cup Series. So certainly, it's one of those that I think one of these 2 very easily could be your champion going into next year, or going into this the rest of this race. I think going into next year, you could see a three-peat here from Penske. Now the only question is will Byron or Reddick step up from 4th and 5th right now and try and do something about it? Of course, while they're fighting with each other, there's not really a big need to worry about going out of your way to do something different because, well, they're making it pretty easy on you by basically just being there and battling each other and slowing each other down. All right, and there we go. Logano able to clear Blaney off the corner there, and that gets him the spot and currently the championship as we are as we're getting ready to cross the 100 laps to go mark here very shortly. All right, here we go. Let's see. Again, right now, Logano, Blaney, Byron, and Reddick. That is the race to actually watch, as Christopher Bell has no real. Bell won't have any real effect on it. Although, I think Bell probably should have had an effect on it, but that's neither here nor there. And again, right now we're just sitting back, watching, seeing what's gonna happen. And let's see. Again, Logano's gotten himself to the lead of the race. I'm curious to see what happens with. If William Byron is able to go ahead and get this one, I'd be really excited to see that die cast because that White Flames car looks amazing. Also, when was the last time we saw a driver win the Daytona 500 and championship in the same season? I mean, legitimately trying to think back, like, okay, you'd probably have to go back a real long while to see a Daytona 500 winner who won the championship the same season. Probably have to go back to like the 90s, I think, probably. Because Kevin Harvick didn't win the championship the same year he won his Daytona 500. Ryan Newman got a Daytona 500 in the middle there. Mark Martin got a Daytona 500 in the middle there. Great drivers, but no championships to speak of. Legitimately. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and I'm going to Google this one just because I'm curious. Daytona 500 winners. So here we go. By year. And let's go ahead all the way down to. So again, Byron, possibly. Stenhouse, no. Cindric, no. McDowell, no. Sadly. Denny Hamlin, back-to-back, nope. Austin Dillon, nope. Kurt Busch in 17, nope. Denny Hamlin, nope. Joey Logano in 2015, he did not win the championship that year, although he was probably the odds on and probably should have done it. 2013, Jimmy Johnson won that one and won his sixth championship that year. So there we go. It was not nearly as far back as I thought. I probably should have thought about the fact that Jimmy Johnson. I know he had won a couple of Daytona 500s and obviously won a lot of championships, but I couldn't remember if he'd actually done that in the same season or not. So there we go. That is a quick answer to that. And again, right now we are just working our way through this one. Closing in on 100 laps to go in the race. And right now Logano is setting sail for Christopher Bell while the rest of the field just kind of hangs on a little bit further back here. Meanwhile, here comes Kyle Larson. Going to try and see if he can pick off Tyler Reddick, who's still, despite being in the fifth position, he's kind of fallen back in terms of track position wise, way further back than the rest of the field. But yeah, again, it's one of those situations where right now Reddick just trying to hang on here, and yeah, he and Byron have both just completely lost Blaney and them in front of them. 1.5 seconds up the road between Blaney and Byron right now. Meanwhile, there's only about a second between the front three. Each driver has about a second between him and the car behind him. But yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's see. So again, we're crossing the 100 lap to go mark at this very moment, and 100 laps to go. The question is, can Bell hang on for the race win, and which driver will have the best green flag pit stop here for the potential championship run? As the championship very well could be decided by a stray pit stop here late in the race. And say if the championship is decided by a straight pit stop, that would be one a little bit unfortunate and disappointing, but certainly be interesting to see what ends up happening here. But yeah, here we go. They're showing the highlight reel of what Tyler Reddick was able to do by just staying committed to that top line. Blaney left the top lane open, and Reddick was just able to soar around the outside and take the spot, and ultimately took the win. So there we go. Man. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Alright. Oh, that's a bit of what happened there? Oh, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just had a mini version of what happened to Ty Gibbs. No caution though. But yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just had an incident where his car broke hard to the right there, which is again a concern just because this has happened now twice in recent twice in this race when I hadn't seen anything like that in a long time. I don't even remember the last time I saw a car break like that, and now we've seen it happen twice on two very different scales in the same race. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here, getting ready for the, as the laps start to wind down. Austin Dillon hits pit road, and again, I'm curious to see. Oh, we got another driver with a tire down. Looks like one of the Haas cars. It's Ryan Preece in Stewart Haas Racing's final NASCAR Cup Series race before the Haas factory team rebrand. And Preece has a tire down, and that is going to be a fight to see if he can get all the way back around to pit road. Looks like he's going to get there, though. Again, if he spins on pit road entry, that would potentially bring out the caution flag. But it looks like Preece is going to be able to get this one all the way to pit road. No problem. But here we go, the 5 of Kyle Larson sliding just barely ahead of the 45, and now Kyle Larson takes that spot in 5th, dropping Tyler Reddick to 6th there. Still hanging on to a pretty good race car, though. Yeah, for Tyler Reddick. He's taking good care of that car, but I'm surprised that Preece was actually able to make it back to pit road with the way that car was shaking. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Just checking my fantasy team, seeing if I was able to overcome the Jamar Chase difference. Nope, not yet. Although Breece Hall's not doing nearly the amount of work I would need him to do to have a shot at it. Brock Purdy didn't do bad. Bijan Robinson actually put in some good work for me over there on the running back side of things to dig me out of some of the hole. Garrett Wilson not doing nearly enough. Ferguson not doing nearly enough. Aubrey not doing nearly enough. And the Jets defense is doing nothing. But, yep. Yeah, I was one of the players who ended up saddled with having to overcome the Jamar Chase difference in this week. As Jamar Chase put up a near 50 bomb. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I know I certainly am. Well, let's go ahead and just take a quick peek at the thing here. Let's see. Not seeing anything really to talk about. Again, we're currently at a commercial break, so you're not missing much here. Logano and Blaney winning the first two stages, which I think shows you what we might end up seeing here from the end of the race. It's going to be a Logano versus Blaney fight, and maybe Byron gets involved too. But that really seems to be about all that we're going to see. Versus seeing the four-way kind of equal drag down fight that we thought we might see. Now that we're 40 laps in, though, I mean, we're close enough to the end of this race. We could theoretically, I would maybe, especially if I'm Reddick, where I've been off the pace most of the night, the second I think I'm good to make it to the end of the race on fuel, I'd pit early here. Yeah, and then hope to maybe cycle back out to the lead. Or I tell myself, hey, I'm gonna commit to a very late pit stop. It'll probably hurt me in terms of being able to recover for the win, but if I catch that caution, I'm in a very good situation. Again, I would commit to one of those two plans if I'm Tyler Reddick at this point, because clearly raw speed is not going to get you up into the fourth, third, or second positions in terms of trying to go ahead and get the championship. You need to be at least second right now to get the championship title. So here we go. We're just working our way through this one. Let's see. 86 laps to go. Yeah, 86 laps is definitely too far. I would say about 75 is where you'd start to see that window open to maybe make it to the end of the race. Now, if I'm one of these drivers, I'm making this pit stop as soon as humanly possible to try and get back on the lead lap so I can go ahead and, so I can go ahead and start affecting the outcome, really. Alright, there we go. And again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 84 laps left to go here in this race. Jimmy Johnson only one lap down, which is actually pretty impressive for him, considering how much trouble he's had in recent years trying to just stay on the field or on the track. Whew. All right, there we go. 83 laps to go. Brad Keselowski hits pit road. Not sure if that's a strategy call or if that's his car is broken call. Definitely curious to find out, but as of right now, though, we got ourselves a pretty interesting situation here. Because again, you got 82 laps to go now. Two drivers fighting for a championship right on each other's tail. Then you got William Byron, who's about a second and a half back of that fight, who's virtually all by himself. His nearest teammate, 3.5 seconds back, and but yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see. 81 laps left. And again, right now this race is actually again a lot closer than I think a lot of people think it thought it would be. But again, it seems to be a duel mainly between the two Penske's and not a whole lot of anything else. Alright, let's see. Alright, so there we go. Blaney looking to the bottom here, trying to make the pass on Logano. Side by side, there we go! Side by side for the championship lead. Blaney taking the lead in the championship, and there we go. Now we're actually starting to have some real battling going on for the position. And for meaningful positions as we hit 75 laps to go. Oh, man. So 78 laps to go right now. We're coming up on 75 to go, but there we go. We're starting to see meaningful battles for position as the 12 is now gotten by you there, and now he's going to go ahead and try and stretch his lead if he can. Alright, so there we go. And here we go. Blaney, Logano, and Blaney, Logano, Bell all coming to pit road here. Looks like Reddick, Larson, Byron are going to opt to stay out here. Bell and Logano actually coming a lap before Blaney. So those two on pit road a lap earlier. Blaney going to be on pit road next time by. Bowman coming down to pit road as well. But yeah, again, this is going to leave William Byron out there. I said as soon as I think you're in your green flag window, you come to pit road, and it looks like that's going to ultimately drag a lot of other people to pit road with them. Reddick, Bubba Wallace, Busher, Truex, Hocevar, all joining the pit road group. Denny Hamlin, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, all coming to pit road as well. So again, it is a massive gaggle of cars on pit road. The problem is going to be getting on and off pit road efficiently, and two, hoping you don't end up in the same kind of situation. So here we go. Again, pit road pit stops are underway, and again, Byron, Larson, Elliott, the front three have not stopped. Cindric, also in fourth, has not stopped. Chastain in fifth has not stopped, and it looks like it's going to be a 6-car race of drivers who have not stopped. Alright, but yeah, we're just chilling out here. Again, this green flag cycle, it's working. Cindric, Chastain, both coming to pit road, and again, we're working our way through this one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know I certainly am. But yeah, this pit road window though, Byron gonna try and so yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one, and here comes Gillen to pit road, and that's gonna leave 3 drivers on the lead lap. It's gonna leave Byron, Larson, Elliott, the 3 drivers on the lead lap. Alright, let's see again. Right now we're just working our way through this one. 70 laps to go. And again, right now, Byron Elliott and Larson all hanging on to that lead lap spot here. Meanwhile, Blaney is hanging out just behind Christopher Bell, in the 5th position, while Logano, Alright, let's see. Yeah, right now we're at a side-by-side commercial break, and yeah, again, this race is just really long, and it has not been the most entertaining thing. Yeah, so here comes Ryan Blaney looking to try and make a lead on effective leader Christopher Bell, a driver we have not talked a whole lot about in terms of drivers actually being able to go up and pass. We haven't talked much about Christopher Bell being able to get past at all tonight. Alright, you. Alright, let's see. Alright, here we go. And here we go. Here comes William Byron down pit road. This will be his final pit stop here. And again, this pit stop, it's a lot more centered on the thing. I'm just curious if he may have waited too long compared to the rest of his the rest of his opponents who all came to pit road a lot earlier here. But yeah, there we go. Larson and Elliott still out here, haven't pitted yet. So Byron on. Oh, and we got a caution. Caution flag flies. There's a caution. That's about that perks this thing up. Caution flag flies, and that is going to get us all up here, and that's going to shake some things up. Yeah, so very convenient timing here of a Zane Smith spin here. Again, all 4 championship drivers have already cycled, so they're all on the same strategy. Nobody's trapped a lap down. And yeah, Zane Smith just loses control there as he goes sliding into the turn and just clobbers the back end. Should be okay, but man, you hate to see that for a really good race car, which theoretically I think most of these cars out here are pretty good race cars. It just takes the right driver car combo to find real speed. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're getting ready for this one. 60 laps to go. I'm curious to see what the run to the checkers is going to look like here as we're going to be closing in on the end of this race, and now we've got to restart to go ahead and energize this thing. Because now you're going to have a restart. Yeah, you're going to have a restart here with fresh tires, or fairly fresh tires, and a situation where you don't have to save fuel or tires or worry about another pit stop the rest of the race. I mean, that is going to be an interesting way for these drivers to run, because now conservation is out the window and we are ready to go racing. Alright, here we go. And oh, looks like some of the drivers are coming down pit road, though. Some of the Championship 4 are coming down pit road for another round of pit stops. So they are going to come down and get 4 fresh tires. 3 of the 4 are on pit road. Just Byron, who had just been on pit road 3 laps earlier, came to pit road and will be getting service here. Again, Byron just on pit road 3 laps ago. I think he thinks that the tires are perfectly fine, which they probably are for the most part. But again, these brand new tires for Logano, Blaney, and Reddick are going to be tough to keep up with. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I know I certainly am. And certainly as we're getting ready for this race is about to get a lot better here. I know it hasn't been the most exciting thing up to now, but it should be about to get a whole lot better here. Alright, so yeah, right now we got 9 people hanging out in chat. Let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and get hyped here. I'm gonna try and get ourselves hyped back up here as we get ready for the run to the checkers. Again, no conservation left as these drivers get to go ahead and actually fight for the championship here. Should be a good one. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Checking Twitter, see if there's anything that's gotta go that's going on here. Let's see. Nope, but we are coming back from commercial break as soon as we're getting ready for this restart. Again, hopefully you guys are excited. I certainly am. Let's see. Go ahead and share the stream if you guys haven't already. I mean, we're going to be getting ready for a really energetic, hopefully, run to the finish. Again, Byron, Larson, Elliott are your top three right now. You've got 300 drivers out there in front. Meanwhile, you've got a host of cars behind who are all going to be hungry, trying to go to the front of the field. Again, Blaney, Logano, and Reddick are currently set 5th, 6th, and 7th, and at least 2 of them we know are capable of passing cars. We know Blaney and Logano. Neither one of them have any real worries about passing cars. Reddick, I'm curious to see where Reddick ends up sorting himself out after the overtime and everything, but as of right now, they're working this thing out. And here we go. Let's see. We ready to go racing? And yep, there we go. Lights are off on the pace car. Byron to the bottom. The next 2 drivers to the top line here. You go, here we go. Bell to the bottom. And everybody else kind of just choosing whichever lane they think is best here. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out here waiting for the race to get back going. 56 laps to go. Oh, man, but yeah, I'm thinking at this point with just how late this race is going. I'm thinking if the race isn't over by 7:30, I will probably skip Sunday Night Football, but I will absolutely do Monday Night Football if I don't do Sunday night. Not to mention, I think the Dolphins game might actually be a better game with the injuries that the Texans have. All right, let's see. 56 laps to go. It'll be 55 at the line next time by as they get ready to go racing. Let's go. All right, here we go. And hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. Man. Alright, so yeah, let's see. What's going to end up happening here as we get ready for the run to the checkers. Again, we got a long way to go. Yeah, but we don't have a fuel stop. We are good to make it on fuel from here to the finish. The question is, how far can they go? Alright, here we go. Pace cars off. Field in the hands of the Hendrick Motorsports trio. Green flags out. They are racing here at Phoenix. And let's see. They spread out wide, but William Byron able to control the front of the field while the 2 other Hendrick cars on the top line try and build the momentum. But here we go. The bottom line starting to look alive. The bottom line for underneath William Byron starting to look alive for the first time really tonight. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. We've got the we got 3 wide, including 2 for the championship. The 22 of Logano, the 24 of William Byron, the 24 of Byron, all the way on the top side, desperately trying to make something happen here on the very top. Meanwhile, Joey Logano just drove to the bottom of the racetrack and made the pass happen on the bottom. The bottom that we'd been talking about that hadn't really been working all night. He all of a sudden gets to the front and is able to figure out how to make it work. And that is some shock and surprise there. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. And now here comes Blaney to the inside, trying to make the inside 3-wide move on Bell and Larson. But right now, Bell hanging a little bit tough. But there we go. Able to get to the inside there. And now, here we go. The 5 of Larson really trying to pinch the 12 down there quite a ways. And of course, right now it's Byron versus Logano for the championship in the front of the field. Blaney just trying to get himself in the conversation. Meanwhile, you've got Tyler Reddick, who is a couple more spots back. Alright, let's see. Again, right now, 50 laps to go. And again, Byron, Logano, that is the battle at the front of the field. But right now, Blaney is desperately going to be trying to find a way around the 5 of Kyle Larson, who is probably going to try and keep that 22 and 21 separated for. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. We got 48 laps to go here in this race, and they're continuing to log the laps pretty quickly, but it is just going to take time, which right now time is not something that Blaney or Reddick can afford to waste here, as they need to get through this field very quickly before the cars out ahead disappear. Alright, so there we go. And again, right now, yeah, Larson's putting on pretty good defense here, holding Blaney back here. Alright, let's see. Again, right now they're working their way through this one pretty quickly though. 46 laps to go. And again, right now, Logano has the lead, Byron has second, Blaney fourth. So they're working their way through this one. The question is, though, who actually has a chance to win this race at this point and get that and get the race lead away from Joey Logano. Alright, so 44 laps to go here, and we're just working our way through this one. Again, right now, Byron, he's over a full second back here. He's just hanging on, hoping to try and have something that he can do here down the stretch. There we go, showing off the Martin Truex Jr. Throwback car there as we're working our way through this one, and the laps are continuing to dwindle here as we get later and later into this one. But yeah, by the lap, it looks like it's going to be more and more likely that it's either going to be a Joey Logano or a William Byron championship, which could make the speculators pretty convincing there. let's see again. Right now we're just working our way through this one. Let's see. 41 laps to go. And really, the 41 laps to go, it feels like it shouldn't be that long, but it really is. Ugh, man. But yeah, I much prefer the later night races when I actually have a chance to get home from work and take a quick nap. But yep, here we go. Let's see, 40 laps to go, and again, right now there just is nothing really to talk about. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a long burn here for Byron to try and catch Logano. Neither one has to fill up for gas, or should. Alright, let's see again. Right now they're in a side-by-side commercial break. But yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. Yeah, just gotta splash some water on my face. I'll be right back, guys. Oh. So we're at a commercial break anyway, so you're not missing much. Alright. Here we go. We're here and we got Ryan Blaney making a pass for third there. There we go. And that puts Ryan Blaney up into position to start hunting down the other two for the championship. There we go. And out of respect for you guys, I'm going to skip the ads again. And yeah, there we go. Again, Ryan Blaney just made the pass to move himself up into third, and now he can start hunting down the other drivers for the championship 4. Which, hey, that's now 3 drivers fighting for the championship fight. And if we can get at least those 3 to fight, I know that it's a bummer not to see Tyler Reddick fighting for it, but hey, if we can have another driver fighting around for it, that'll be a pretty good one. Hyping up this Lions-Texans game tonight. They're showing, if I do stream, I'll be going on live about 7:45 for the start of that one. But right now, though, Joey Logano leads this race here, and it is it's going to be a long one here if we're going to see someone catch him. 2 seconds between himself and Byron, and another 1.3 seconds back before you get to Blaney, which is a long ways back for a driver to try and close in, especially in a limited amount of laps. Now, there is still 33 laps to go, which gives plenty of time, theoretically, for Byron or Blaney to go ahead and make the ground up, but it is not going to be an easy one. Alright, so again, right now we're just working our way through this one. I'm curious to see where Joey Logano ends up finishing in this one as we've got 31 laps to go. Logano hanging on to a lead right now. Meanwhile, Byron and Blaney both trying to chase him down. Alright, here we go. Let's see. So 30 laps to go, and again, Byron has made very little dent on the lap time. Now, the good thing is that Blaney has made a decent dent into William Byron's lead over him. Which, hey, every little bit counts right now. But, man, it would be nice to see if Ryan Blaney could go ahead and get that one. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, right now there's just not much going on in terms of the racing. Let's see, again, Blaney working his tail off here to try and close this gap in. Byron's starting to get a little bit of inroads in terms of running down the leader, but Blaney is nearly fully run down the 24 at this point, or he's at least getting pretty close to it. Alright, there we go. And again, right now we're working our way through this one. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. Let's see. 27 to go. Not a lot of time left if Blaney or Byron are going to make a charge here. And again, as I said, they're going to get there right about at the very end of this race. I just don't know if they're going to have enough laps to try and make a run at Logano for the championship. They're actually going to be able to make a run at it. All right, let's see. Alright, let's see. Just trying to figure out if there's any real way for Logano to not win this race, because right now with the green flag run they're on, I don't know if Byron or Blaney have the. As I say, Blaney's probably your best shot here, as Blaney has actually caught the back bumper of the 24. Here we go. Blaney, he's on the back corner of the 24. Can he go right around him? I say, it's going to take. These Fords have been absolutely in another. Have just kind of been on another level at Phoenix for the last 2 years. Alright, let's see again. Right now we're just working our way through this one. Blaney to the inside, Byron on the outside, working their way through this one. The more they fight, though, the less chance Blaney is going to have to run down Logano, which, there we go. Blaney gets clear of Byron and now can start to set sail for Logano. The problem is that, again, there's now nearly a 2-second gap between Blaney and Logano. And trying to run through that one is going to be massive to try and get through there. Alright, there we go. 22 laps to go. And again, it is a massive one to get through. Alright, let's see again. Right now, 21 laps to go. 21 laps. And yeah, everything right now is doing pretty good. I say that's the biggest thing is that there just hasn't been a lot of real moving and shaking. There hasn't been a lot of going through the field. Like that was the thing in the Xfinity Series races was that there was constantly good drivers coming through the entire field. Like you had AJ Allmendinger, Allmendinger, and starting so far now. Let's see again. Right now, 19 laps to go. Blaney is starting to cut into that lead of Logano's, but it is just going to be too little too late there. Alright, here we go. 18 laps to go. Now, I will say, Blaney's actually cutting into Logano's lead enough to actually make a run at it. Like Blaney actually could make it there. I don't know what was wrong with Byron's car that Byron couldn't make any sort of inroads on it, but I'm gonna say the Fords just seem to have something more here. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Ryan Blaney. He's running Logano down. All he has to do is find his way through this field of three cars here. Goes by one of them. Now to the outside of the number 7 of Haley. Then he's got one more driver to beat. He's got to get about a 51 of LaJoy, and then it is on to the 22 of Logano. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Blaney's made his way all the way up. 15 laps to go now. 14. 14 more laps to go here. And Blaney is going to get there as he's now cleared the final car here, and he can start to actually reel him in. The question is, which Penske driver gets it? Will it be the Penske number 22? Will it be the 12? Will both of them crash, leading to a exciting restart with William Byron in the mix? But yeah, right now though it is definitely working their way through this one. 12 laps to go. Not a lot of laps left. And again, Blaney, he's on fire, but you gotta be able to not only get to him, but you gotta be able to actually get around him. And you don't want to be in a position where you have to move your teammate for a championship if you get to him with like a lap and a half to go. You don't want to be in a position where you end up having to move your teammate. Alright, so yeah, right now though, Joey Logano, he's just hanging on to this lead, but it is getting cut drastically by Blaney. The question is, can Blaney get closer than 3/4 of a second? So far, that's about been the bubble that he's just kind of been slamming into. The bubble of 3/4 of a second. But yeah, here we go. Now he's within half a second. There we go. 9 laps to go. Blaney within half a second of the race lead. Let's go. All right, Logano versus Blaney. We are going to have a fight because it is not over yet as Logano works his way past some more lap cars, trying to create some more traffic here for the 12 of Blaney. The 12 of Blaney, though, he's running a very good line here. He's been able to get within 3/10 of a second. He is closing this gap right up, and it will be a fight to the finish here. Now to the bottom of the racetrack goes the 22, and the 12 goes even lower here as they go underneath the 66 of the MBM machine. And now right on the back bumper here, 8 laps to go. It'll be 7 to go at the line, and Ryan Blaney has caught the 22. So now they've got 7 laps to try and figure out, is it going to be Logano or is it going to be Blaney? And Blaney's got the speed, I think, to try and make himself this year's NASCAR Cup Series champion. And let's see, what's it going to be here? The NASCAR Cup Series championship. It's going to come down to these two drivers, nose to nose, and right now Logano has the edge. But for how long will Blaney be able to sit back in second here, especially as he now has the taste of championship experience now that he's won himself a NASCAR Cup Series championship. I believe that's his first championship of any sort in NASCAR between the Truck Xfinity and Cup, because I don't think he did a full season of. I don't think he actually won an Xfinity or a Truck title on his way up through the ranks. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Again, this fight here, they've fought all the way to get this one close. 5 laps to go, 4.5 more times around. And definitely that sun is going to play a factor here, as that setting sun right in the face of both drivers here down that back straightaway. You need to be able to drive with confidence, and with that gigantic sun in your face, it's going to be hard to be confident going into that corner. And let's see, again, here we go, coming to 3 laps to go, 3 more times around. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, who will get it done for Team Penske? Again, both of these guys are teammates, but again, Blaney wants to get that second championship, and he would be on the same level with the driver of the 22 if he with the same number of championships if he gets 2 in a row here. But yeah, here we go. Come on. 2 laps to go. Blaney. Come on. Blaney versus Logano. 2 laps to go. And the Logano, if they see the white flag, that will end. The white flag means next flag ends the race. No more chances for a caution to fly. Here we go. Blaney up the track. Gonna try and ride the momentum on the high side. White flag. 1 lap to go. And here we go. This is the last chance for Ryan Blaney. Joey Logano to the top of the board. Blaney to the top of the racetrack here. But Blaney not going to have the room, it doesn't look like, unless he makes a big move here. A bunch of lap cars ahead of him. And right now, into 3 and 4 goes Blaney. Not going to be able to make it happen. Joey Logano is a 3-time champion here in the NASCAR Cup Series. Blaney comes up painstakingly second. Third, William Byron. Fourth, Kyle Larson. Fifth place will be Christopher Bell, and that rounds out your top 5 finishers. Reddick, the other championship 4 driver, a very quiet finish in 6th place. 7th, Bubba Wallace. 8th, Chase Elliott. 9th, Chris Buescher, and rounding out your top 10 was Daniel Suarez. So that is your that's your top 10 here. If you guys just came for the reaction to the race, that's pretty much the end of the stream. But again, I will be reading through, as per usual, the full finishing results of every single driver, and I will go ahead and vent just a little bit because Joey Logano was at one point in this process ruled out of the round of 8, then got back in because of penalty to the number 48 team and Alex Bowman. Gets back in, and again, he's been borderline competitive throughout the entire year. And by borderline competitive, I mean he's been about 15th, 16th in points almost all year long. But he won that one race at Nashville, and now he puts himself on the list of 3-time NASCAR Cup champions. Only 10 of them on the list. 3 or more championships, and Joey Logano gets it. Now, if he gets a 4th one, that puts him tied with Jeff Gordon just below the 7-time champions. So again, he is very close to a very elite group if he can just pull off one more championship, say, next year. But that's 3 in a row for Team Penske, 3 in a row for Ford, and now wait a minute, is that no? It's not a weekend sweep for Ford again this year because Allgaier got the Xfinity Series one. But man, that was a good race though. It was a good finish, at least. The finish was worth it, but man, it was a long one. So that is the finish, and again, we'll go ahead and read through the full finishing results. So here we go. So again, Logano first, Blaney second. We just kind of went through the top 10, so I'll go through them somewhat quickly. Byron third. 4th was Kyle Larson. 5th, Christopher Bell. So ultimately, if he had been part of the championship for me, hard to say exactly what kind of car they would have brought, if they might have been able to bring something a little bit more if they'd been in the championship for. But yeah, they come up 5th. 6th, Tyler Reddick. They were just uncompetitive all day, and I'm curious to know how much not having the competition director of the race team at the track hurt, considering the penalty from Martinsville last week. Bubba Wallace comes home 7th. 8th, Chase Elliott. 9th, Buescher. Good season for Buescher, and rounding out your top 10 was Suarez. Denny Hamlin comes home 11th, driving the number 11 car with for the last time with the FedEx colors on the car. Noah Gragson coming home 12th. 13th, Austin Cindric. 14th, Alex Bowman. And rounding out your top 15 is Brad Keselowski. 16th place, Harrison Burton. 17th place, Martin Truex Jr. 18th, Hocevar. 19th goes to Ross Chastain, and that is your last car on the lead lap. While Todd Gilliland, who rounds out your top 20, will be your first car 1 lap down. Kyle Busch, 21st place, and Kyle Busch's streak has ended. He is now gone winless for a full season. Start to finish, he has not won in 2024. The first time in his NASCAR Cup career that Kyle Busch goes winless. Eric Jones, 1 lap down, 22nd position. Daniel Hemrick, 23rd, also a lap down. Josh Berry, 1 lap behind the race in 24th. And Derek Kraus rounds out your top 25, also 1 lap behind the race. Jimmy Johnson comes home 2 laps shy of the finish, coming home 26th. 27th for Austin Dillon. 28th for Justin Haley. Chase Briscoe comes home 29th, and rounding out your top 30 is John Henry Nemechek. All those drivers are all 2 laps off the pace. Michael McDowell comes home 3 laps off the pace in 31st. Corey LaJoie 32nd. 33rd for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., all those drivers being 3 laps down. Kaz Gralla comes home 34th, 4 laps off the pace, driving that number 15 car. JJ Yaley comes home in the 44 machine for NY Racing, 6 laps off the pace in 35th. 36th for Chad Fincham, coming home 10 laps off the pace. Ryan Preece also 10 laps off the pace after his tire issue earlier in the race that nearly gave us a caution flag. Jeb Burton in the number 50 car comes home 38th place, 18 laps off the pace. Zane Smith finishes 65 laps shy of the checkered flag in 39th. And Ty Gibbs crashes out 2 laps into the race, a total of 311 laps behind the pace, and we are heading on to the, and that is the final results here in Phoenix. So once again, this has been an amazing season. Look forward to being here for the future seasons to come. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed this season, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. There will still definitely be some content throughout the off season. Obviously, there's NFL content. I'm hoping to have some NASCAR content when we get some more concrete news about the whole lawsuit situation. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye! So bummed.